nice sun, so heaven is gracious to us, means peace will come. So today is the day for the International Day of Peace, which is celebrated every year in the framework of the United Nations on the 21st of September. And it's celebrated since 1981. So the United Nations specially here this day as the International Day of Peace. And why? Because it's the time when the UN General Assembly starts. So the spirit which should prevail in the UN General Assembly is a spirit of peace. So it depends on people like us that we proclaim this kind of culture of peace. And it's my great honor that we have a special statement by the Director of the Analysis and Public Affairs of the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime by Mr. Jean-Luc Lemahieu, and he will now address us. Jean-Luc Lemahieu.
Peace message. Peace is not merely the absence of conflict. It is the presence of justice, of equality, and of respect for all. It is built on the foundations of dialogue, empathy, and cooperation. And most importantly, it requires each of us, as individuals, as a community, and as nations, to commit to creating a more compassionate world. At a time when our differences often seem larger than what unites us, we must recognize that peace can only be achieved through shared efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, we must embrace diplomacy over discord, understanding over prejudice, and reconciliation over retribution. When through small acts of kindness in our daily lives or bold actions in our leadership, each of us has the power to contribute to a more peaceful world.
Weapons will never create. At the end of the day, weapons have to be replaced sooner or later. And there has to be some kind of dialogue and some kind of feeling of friendship and trust. So culture of peace stands especially for dialogue and for trust. And in this spirit we want to celebrate this day and also later have a conference which will focus on the role of media and youth for peace, and also at the end of this ceremony give everyone who wants can, in this case, this peace bell, which was donated, as I understand, by the Japanese government, also to remind the people never anything like atomic bombs usage in the future. And we know there are so many atomic bombs, and there is even now a treaty to abolish or to forbid atomic bombs, but it takes time. She's a classical soprano, and she will treat us with a special melody which you definitely know. At least the Europeans, the EU citizens should know it, because it's also the anthem of the European Union. And this famous symphony, and I speak about the 9th Symphony of Beethoven, has this year its 200th anniversary of its premiere. And actually Mrs. Naomi Martin wanted to organize a big concert here, but as a start she will sing the main melody, the main part which is normally sung by a big chorus by herself. So